There's literally a baby up there. Can you see the baby? You can't. He's right here. Hi. Oh my god, he's coming. There he is. Okay. This is take 3000. It's really just take 3. Hi, girl. Hey, hi. How are you doing? Don't know why I asked that. You can't answer me. Well, I guess you could in the comments. We are doing a reading vlog. Specifically, we are going to read some Black fiction. A piece of modern Black fiction as well as a classic. King, what? Be careful. Be careful. I'm excited because, unfortunately, if you've seen my February and March reading wrap-up, I did not read nearly enough Black fiction in February because I was not intentional. Also, check out my earrings. I was not intentional enough about what I was going to be doing. King, you can't jump from there. You can't jump from there. I'm really excited. So this month I will be, well, this week, hopefully, I'll be reading these library books that I need to renew immediately. The Color Purple by Alice Walker, as well as Such a Fun Age, by Kylie Reed. It feels so much better. If you put a microphone in front of me, I'm going to sing. But that's just a wee little intro to the vlog. I hope you enjoy this. I will tell you, I've started page 1 of, it doesn't seem to have chapters, it seems to have like letters and like sections of The Color Purple. Huge trigger warning. Extremely huge trigger warning. There's literally an assault on page 1. Page 1. So, I picked these books because I wanted to read them for Black History Month, and I never got to them in Black History Month. So, I'm getting to them now. Just, getting some more Black fiction up in the old nookin. Want to say anything, sir? He declined to comment. So let's get to reading. I'm on my lunch break at work, and haven't gotten any farther in this book. Still right here. Well, I've gotten farther, but not too far. But like, I have to write. I have to write or I will die. So I'm about to write a little something. So this is the 3rd book in my series. It's a draft. So if you see any words and they sound corny, like, don't look at that. Like, this is a first draft. But anyway, I've got 120 pages, 53,000 words. I am about to write a scene. So this book is set in 2008. I'm about to write a scene where my main characters when my main character and another character find a forum online that kind of tells them about gender, and both of them realize that they're kind of connecting to it a little bit. And so there's going to be a journey in this book with these 2 characters realizing that they are non-binary. Obviously I'm going to have a sensitivity reader look at this when I finish it. Like, that's definitely going to be one of my steps because I'm a cis person, but it's just very clear to me in my mind's eye that these are non-binary characters. That's just what it is. Like, the characters write themselves, you know what I mean? They tell you who they are. So I'm really excited. But yeah, I don't know. I really want to, I can't wait to finish like editing book 1 and work with an editor and figure out where I want this to go. It happened. It happened. I'm on page 128 and I'm so sad. I'm so sad. We just got to this certain part where basically something that happened way early on in the story is coming back and is being revealed and is being opened, and you're finding out some really hard things. Sorry, I'm crusty. I'm out in the winter air and just gonna crust this what it is what it is. It's so sad, y'all. Like, sad in a good way of like, oh, this person didn't forget, like this person didn't abandon her. But oh my goodness, it hurts. This is emotionally upsetting. Okay, I'm at the halfway mark and I'm feeling hopeful, but I don't know how they're going to resolve this ending. I wish I could just, this book, I was expecting like this deep, like literary, like wee. It's not like that at all. It's just the story of this woman's life, and it's a damn mess. Now, it obviously has something to say about, like, definitely about misogyny and misogynoir, for sure. But, like, this is just good old-fashioned, the story of my life. Like, this is just good story. I definitely, if you can handle the fact that it deals with some heavy topics, I would recommend it so far. Because I know, first of all, I already know the ending because of the movie, but I know that there's going to be an even better ending than I remember, because there's all these obstacles in between where they're at currently and the ending I saw in the movie. And I know that something real good is going to happen to get us there, and I'm excited. Okay, I'm on page 172. Girl, this is a story within a story, and it is a story in letters. We love a story in letters. We love a story within a story. We love to see it. No wonder this is a classic. This is a banger. This is really good. It's really good. Like, just I don't know what it is. It's like these women understanding the world around them, how it affects them and others. It's just really powerful, because Celie is learning to stand up for herself. Nettie is learning about the world outside of her limited worldview, and learning the difference between Black Americans and Africans and white Americans, and they're seeing like capitalism and greed like ruin these different things. It's just like, yummy, delicious. And now there's a twist. The thing we've thought from the beginning isn't true. You'll have to find out. You'll have to find out for yourself, because you need to read this book if you can handle how messed up it is sometimes. Yeah. So let me be real with you, my siblings in Christ. I'm not sure I understand the twist. I mean, I understand the basics of it, but the whole story, I'm reading it like, you know, I don't really get it. So, sorry. I'm gonna have to read it again. Hold on. Okay, this quote is so good. But I'm not gonna do it's written in like the accent that the people talk in. I'm not gonna do it because it feels racist. But she says, well, says Grady, trying to bring light, a woman can't get a man if people talk. Shug looked at me and we giggled. Then we laughed. Then they talk about the other woman starts to laugh. Then the other woman starts to laugh, and they all laugh. And it's just like, that is funny. Like, that's hilarious. Like, you think they tried to get ahead? Please. Don't talk to me. Don't talk to me. This is so fire. Like, this is so good. Like, everything you want to happen is happening. And it's like, I feel complete. I feel happy. For the first time in my life. You guys, this is about family. This is about sisterhood. This is about love. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. It's really beautiful. This, I just got to a part that's really sad for no reason. And it's like a third act breakup, but if it's a family drama, so just imagine. So I finished The Color Purple. It's a beautiful book. It is definitely got a lot to say about misogyny, and specifically misogyny in the Black community, Black American identities, sexuality, God, lesbianism. I loved it. I loved it a lot, and I will say I probably will not buy it physically. I might buy an ebook, but I probably won't buy it physically just because I don't see myself rereading it in the near future. Maybe 10 years down the road I might reread it, but not in the near future because it's pretty heavy. It's not the kind of book that you go back to for comfort or anything like that, like my other books. Like if I buy a physical copy, it's more like usually something where I really enjoy the world and I want to go back a lot to like, or I really enjoy the writing, so I want to go back a lot and comfort myself with that. But this is just a beautiful story. I definitely recommend that anyone who can handle, there's themes of abuse and assault. Well, not even themes, just instances of abuse and assault. So anyone who can handle that, not even handle that, if it wouldn't be too much of a burden for you to take on to deal with those themes, I would definitely recommend this. And it is like almost 12 at night, but tomorrow I will start Such a Fun Age. Hey. So what I'm getting from the synopsis is that there's a woman named Alex Chamberlain, Alex with an I. Come on, unique. And she is like really put together. She has a brand, okay? And she has a babysitter named Amira, who is Black. And Amira is walking Alex's child, the child she's babysitting, through the grocery store one night. And someone's like, hey, you're Black? And that's a white baby. You kidnapped him. And then somebody films it and it goes viral. Very interested to get to that part of the book and like see what the actual interaction is. And so then Alex is like, racism on my internet, and like wants to help, and Amira's like, sure, whatever, you want to help, because she's going through it, apparently losing her health insurance, all this stuff. So we're gonna kind of look at, I guess we're gonna kind of look at these two women's relationship and like see like, it says it has empathy and piercing social commentary. It explores the stickiness of transactional relationships, what it means to make someone family, and the complicated reality of being grown up. This is interesting because in The Color Purple, there's a whole storyline about, basically she refuses to be a white woman's maid, beats the white woman up, which is the funniest reaction to that, quite frankly, and then, goes to jail, ends up getting out of jail, becoming a white woman's maid, and resents the family because of that. But the little girl that she's babysitting, like, gets really attached to her, and she hates her family, and she views this black woman as her only family. But the black woman obviously is aware of like the social and racial, like economic, like disparity between them, because this is this is between the First and Second World War. So like, it's back in the day. There's no equality. Like, her mother won't even let her drive. Like, the black woman teaches the white woman to drive, and they can't even though she taught her to drive, she can't sit in the front seat with her. So anyway, there's this whole confrontation with those two characters of like, hey, you raised me, you're like family to me, and like, yeah, I raised you and loved you, but also you're a white woman. So like, there's this whole thing. So I'm interested to see how those two things correlate. When I tell you, I have such a struggle, and I know everybody has this struggle. I think every creative with a 9-to-5 has this struggle where all day, all I want to do is read and write. All I want to do is read and write or make art. That's all I want to do. That's all I want to do. And I can't. I have to work, and I'm just full of all this creative energy. And as soon as work is over, I collapse because I'm tired. Yeah. And it sucks. And then on the weekends, I'm like, I have to clean. I got to go to the gym. I got to shop for groceries. I got to cook. Well, I'll be cooking. That's a lie. I usually have to shop for groceries and hang out with my friends, and we've got other things to do, and I just rarely actually get to do those creative things that I'm like jonesing for all day on the weekdays. And then the next week comes around, I haven't done anything creative. And it just like, I am looking directly at a bookcase full of hobbies, and I haven't touched any of it. And I just like, I don't know what am I supposed to do? How are you supposed to live life? I guess chug coffee in the afternoon, but then I can't sleep, and it makes my mental illness worse. And it's like, you have to have sleep, and it's just like, So here's the thing about this book. This does not have to be a story. It doesn't have to be. It's not. All of this is, all it had to be is racist incident happens. Everybody moves on with their lives. That's all it had to be. The only reason it's a story is because this white woman has decided to be a bit of a menace. Because she's like, we have to be friends now because of racism happened. 2 racisms. So we have to become best friends. Girl. Come on. A friend of mine, my roommate actually pointed out, this has to be based on the author's like real experience with some kind of white woman, because I cannot imagine a person existing like this. This person seems to be a complete caricature, but at the same time, I also fully believe that a person like this exists. You know what I mean? Both of those 2 things can happen at the same time, and those 2 things are happening. And so this woman, her name is Alex, the white woman. Her name is Alex. Alex, actually. And it's literally pronounced like that. It's got a whole thing where it shows you how to pronounce it. She is literally saying, like, looking around at the moms at a birthday party and being like, I'm not like them. This isn't me because I'm cool and I'm not like other girls. Get a grip. Grow up. I just want to say quickly, shout out to representation for black girls who don't know what the fuck they're doing with their life. Shout out. Shout the fuck out. We got we have parts in this page. I forgot that we have parts because, you know, the part 1 is at the beginning and you're like, oh, whatever, I'm scrolling through, I'm flipping through. You don't realize, girl, there's like several parts, because part 2 is coming up at page 72. And basically there's a plot twist, girl. There's a twist where we're like, oh boy, that we thought was just there for a hank and a pank is actually here for some very important plot reasons that we're about to find out. Which I love. I love to see it. So I just got to a part of this book where it kind of reveals the character of this character without like saying too much. It just shows you something she's done and you're like, oh, she's that type. Yes, she is that type. And when I am talking about this character, I'm not gonna tell. I don't think it's a spoiler, but who knows how it might have an impact, you know? So I'm not gonna tell you what it is. But it's the first page of part 2, so if you read it and you get to this part, you'll know. And I'm reading this and I'm like, really? Really? You're gonna do, this is what you're gonna do? You're positive? You positive? I don't know if I'd do that. If I were you. And it just tells you that this character, no matter how much she believes herself to be the victim, or, you know, no matter how much she's the hero in her own story, this woman is dark-sided. Okay? This woman got something going on. Something don't feel right. Racists are deranged. That's what I'm getting from this book. I'm just flabbergasted at the audacity, because the thing is, I know somebody would do this. Like, this is not far-fetched at all, but it feels insane. Is this a thriller? Am I reading a thriller? A racial thriller? Is that what's happening? Okay, so we've gotten a little bit of context that makes it seem like the reason this white woman is doing all of this is because her friends have good relationships with their nannies. But she doesn't have a nanny, she has a babysitter, so that's different. You don't pay her a salary, she doesn't get vacations, whatever. Then also on top of that, we don't know the racial relationships between the women that she's talking about she wants to be like. And we don't know, and she's clearly, well, from her inner dialogue, very racist. Not like backwoods, like, well, get off my property. Like, not that racist, but like, oh, I can't believe she knew a big word. He's crawling. He's doing it. So we're getting to the part where we're learning that our black main character is not without fault, because she does sleep with racists. She does. She does. And that's interesting. What's scaring me about this book is that I keep thinking I'm way farther in than I am. Like, I'm here. This part, right? And this is like not halfway, but it feels like I'm halfway in. So I'm like, what else is there? This author is like going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. Like, she's a bad person, but bad things happen to her. But she's a bad person and a racist, but bad things happen to her. And now the girl that you think so well of, well, she did something bad. And now she's doing something that even, like, hello? Here's the sunset. Here's my book. Notice that it's closed. Notice that my position has not moved since we last spoke, on account of the fact that I have been reading fic literally all day. literally all day. I'm a menace to society, completely. So my hair is done. Ooh, it's way longer than I actually wanted. My queen that was doing my hair did not ask me about a length. So it's long now, that's fine. Anyway, that's not the point. So I read way more of the book. I'm almost at the end. I'm at part 4 now. I don't get it. I don't get it. I feel like books like this, where it's just about an event that happens in life and some relationships that are around that event, I feel like they're supposed to have themes and points that make them kind of literary as opposed to just a soap opera. But all I'm getting is the soap opera aspect. Now, I'm not good at picking up themes. Not good at picking up themes at all. So this is almost 90%. Like 90% of this, like, it's probably me, right? But I just, I'll come back with more. Well, I think those are my thoughts for now. Also, my other thought, Alex, like, racist, insecure about the fact that she's racist. Just very, like, okay, so first of all, if you see any crust on my face, ignore it. I've moisturized, but eczema has decided that I will look crusty regardless. Second of all, the manipulation that is happening in this situation, the way that the white woman's black friend is like spurring it on, scary. All of this, scary spice. I just hope Amira figures it out, and frankly, in an ideal situation, there'd be a little bit of murder. That's just my opinion. We're getting comeuppance, but all I'm hoping is that the comeuppance for one party does not lead to us forgiving the second party, because the second party, okay, we've got our main character, we've got two parties, okay, that are warring over this main character. Okay, first party, crazy, racist, horrible. She should get her comeuppance. However, other party over here, also horrible. This party over here is horrible. This party over here should not be forgiven just because party over here pulled some BS. You feel me? This party over here should still be. I don't want to see some, oh, and I went back to you and you were, no, that's not what I want to see. Okay, so my final thoughts on Such a Fun Age is that the characters were interesting, right? And I think that is maybe the point of these kind of literary fiction books, is the themes and the characters. I don't really understand the themes. I don't understand how this book was about transactional relationships when really in reality it was about how this one white woman was very crazy, because I feel like most sitters aren't like that, even racist white ones. Like, I refuse to believe so. Now, if I'm wrong, tell me in the comments. Tell me if that's how it is. But if you've read this book, please tell me what you think and maybe what I'm missing. I think I'm going to end up giving it a 3. I'll insert my final reviews for these books. Reviews. Okay. You can pause and read, and boom. I've finally finished my first ever reading vlog. I'm very excited. I don't think I'm going to be getting physical books from the library again because the germophobia in me was lacing it this whole time. There was a little booger in one of the books, and I just hate that. So, Libby, you're my best friend. Libby, you're my best friend. Getting from the library without physical books. So my next video will hopefully be me clearing out my Libby. Both of these great pieces. I definitely feel like The Color Purple is a great piece of Black literature. I feel like Such a Fun Age has fun characters and an interesting point of view, but it's not something that I think I will continue to seek out these little like literary books, this literary fiction, just because I enjoy the characters and I enjoy the drama of the story. But I do believe I will continue to miss the themes and not understand what's happening, unfortunately. And so if you see me with a little literary book in the thumbnail, be prepared for some confusion, right? But also be prepared for me to have a good time. I definitely recommend The Color Purple if you can deal with the themes. There'll be content warnings in my review, and if you can deal with those content warnings, I definitely recommend it. Such a Fun Age, I recommend if you are maybe a white person who doesn't understand why all your black friends are like, you're crazy and we hate you, and you're like, I don't get it. Read that book and maybe it'll tell you. And maybe if I don't know. Such a Fun Age, I don't know who it is for. I don't. What I did enjoy about Such a Fun Age is that it was never like, black girl, you have to have this amazing, it had something to say about the fact that everyone's like, black girl, you have an amazing purpose and you've got to change the world, slay hunty. Like, no, this black girl just wanted to be a black girl, just wanted to fucking chill. And that was coming from her black parents, it was coming from black strangers, it was coming from white strangers. And I appreciate that she was able to, just say, girl, I just want to chill. I just want to calm down. And yeah, in the multiverse where this book happened and it was a real story, I hope, because I believe that all books happen in the multiverse, I hope that young Briar and Amira meet again and they become besties. So yeah, them's me thoughts. Tell me what you think in the comments about both of these books if you've read them, or if not, just kind of tell me what your opinions on literary fiction are, and how you figure out themes and what it means. What does it mean? Hi, so I'm currently editing, and I just want to add to the end when I'm talking about not understanding literary fiction. I did talk to a friend, and she was saying that she believes literary fiction, either a classic of yesteryear or what we currently have, is usually about the characters, their emotions, and that you feel and everything. So in that sense, I can definitely see what the author, I can clearly see what the author was trying to do with The Color Purple, and it makes me understand more what she was trying to do with Such a Fun Age. Because I acutely feel Amira's discomfort. I understand, things are being demanded of her. She's being pushed and pulled in these different directions. And she grows as a person, but she doesn't become less herself. And so she's just growing. She basically grows into someone who's like, I will not be put in this situation again. And it's just like a bad situation that happened in our life. So yeah, I think that's kind of what was being talked about. So thank you for spending this time with me, spending a little memento with me. I hope you have a great everything, and I hope that this video helps make that happen. And with all the love in my heart,